Coming up on WUFT Midday, flights are being canceled at airports across the country because of the government shutdown. We'll tell you the steps you can take to travel efficiently.
I shouldn't be treated like this working for the federal government.
Meanwhile, TSA employees are handling passengers without being paid. Some of them say they don't know how much longer they can keep going.
And closer to home, Veterans Day is approaching and people in Gainesville are coming together to celebrate their service. WUFT Midday starts now.
You're watching WUFT Midday.
You're taking a live look at Philadelphia International Airport. According to flight tracking website FlightAware, almost 2,000 flights have been already canceled today.
The government shutdown is leaving airports understaffed as the holidays approach, causing tens of thousands of travelers to change their plans. Welcome to WUFT Midday. I'm Victoria Perez.
And I'm Jelianys Ramos. 40 of the busiest airports across the country are seeing firsthand the effects of the shutdown. NBC's Alice Barr reports on how impacts are mounting for everything from aviation to food.
This morning, two major headlines driving home the consequences of the nation's longest government shutdown. Air travelers feeling the effects of a reduction in flights beginning today at 40 busy airports because of staffing shortages.
People are just waiting. It's been awful.
While more than 40 million Americans waiting for SNAP food assistance benefits to feed their families.
It's an avalanche.
Are getting some backup from a federal judge ordering the Trump administration to fully fund the program by today. The White House has been processing partial payments and is appealing the ruling.
In the midst of a shutdown, we can't have a federal court telling the president how he has to triage the situation.
But the judge said the lapse in payments should have been avoided, accusing the administration of ignoring his last order to quickly restart payments and of withholding them for political reasons, citing President Trump's Tuesday post threatening to stop benefits until Democrats agreed to end the shutdown. All as long lines at food banks across the country demonstrate the urgent need.
I work and then I have to get out of work so I can make a line over here to get some food and then take it home and then, we have to do a lot of extra things.
Back at airports, more long lines and growing frustration.
Come to agreement and get this government working.
The cutback in flights starting at 4% today to reduce strain on the system while air traffic controllers working without pay call out to work other jobs. If the shutdown drags on, the FAA planning to reduce flights by 6% Tuesday and 10% next Friday to ensure top safety. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Experts advise people departing within 10 days to keep an eye on their airline's app for changes. Travelers with regional flights should consider driving to a different city or buying a backup ticket. Some airlines are letting passengers change their flights for free. You should also try to avoid layovers.
Closer to home, skies are mostly sunny and it's expected to get all the way to the mid-80s today. UF forecaster Kennedy Lerner is live in the weather studio. Kennedy, we're staying pretty warm for fall heading into the weekend.
Yes, that's definitely true. You can see on our campus cam right now, we do have some clouds in the vicinity, but we did hit that 81 mark like we were talking about. 65 is our dew point. It's not too humid out, very comfortable still, but we are sitting in the above average of our fall-like temperatures. We're sitting at low 80s, maybe upper 70s, 81 in Gainesville, 77 in Lake City, 81 in Ocala. So we are feeling these upper temperatures, and our highs today, 82 in Gainesville, 83 in Ocala. So it is warmer than we have been feeling and on the upper higher side of our average temperatures. But tonight is a great night for some Friday night light football. Kickoff, we're going to be feeling 81. As halftime comes around, 71. And at 9 p.m., we're winning the game, 66. And it's going to be nice outside, very clear, really cool. Coming up for you, this is what we have next.
It's not just passengers feeling the effects of the shutdown. TSA workers no longer being paid are speaking about their challenges. They continue working even through when they are receiving paychecks and some benefits. Kayla McDermott tells us they aren't sure how much more longer they can last.
Everybody is hurting from this.
Passing signs saying, "We heart TSA."
I shouldn't be treated like this working for the federal government.
Does little to motivate William Watts, a veteran turned TSA officer who is manning the front lines.
We're expected to come to work each day with a smile on our face under the tumultuous stress of the general public.
Without pay.
There's no relief, there's no aid.
He and his colleagues have been cut off from paychecks and some benefits.
I myself literally just had a medical procedure done yesterday, and I had to beg just to try to get a deferment.
Mickey Alston is a rep with AFGE, a federal union.
Can't buy medication because we don't have a check. That is very demoralizing.
She represents 7 airports in our area and has been getting calls from federal workers every day begging for help, telling me some won't even have a place to stay soon.
Some rental places only give you maybe, I think, a week's tops to actually pay rent and mortgages.
At Orlando International, fellow union rep Tatiana Finley is also a TSA officer, as well as her husband.
These are things that are hard to explain to our families. How do I explain to them that, mommy is having a hard time putting food on the table for them?
She's seen the shortages in air traffic control plus TSA and is worried moving forward as Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warns of potential mass chaos in the sky.
It is very scary for the traveling public.
For Watts, he tells me his drive to keep coming to work, his family.
I got a 10-year-old baby girl at home.
But needs the shutdown to end.
We just sit on our hands and we hope.
To help, Alston says the best thing people can do is to continue donating to food banks and the combined federal campaign.
TSA workers are one of the many groups of federal employees facing shutdown-related challenges. Now, a federal judge is ordering the Trump administration to pay full SNAP benefits for November. During Thursday's hearing, the judge said the administration had not acted quickly enough to release the funds. The U.S. Department of Agriculture now has to tap into a contingency fund. That's in order to make full payments to states, which the judge says must be done by Friday. The Trump administration is appealing the order.
Federal workers are feeling the pinch and fearing the future because they haven't been paid, but work daily. WFT Midday's reporter Bryan Bromfield joins us live in the studio to tell us how one food bank in Florida is helping.
This food bank in Homestead opened exclusively for federal workers. They showed ID and picked up their groceries. Feeding South Florida mobilized volunteers and donations to offer emergency food supplies, including canned and fresh food.
We're a paycheck to paycheck. We don't have it like to say, okay, we're going to take it from here and do it from paycheck to one paycheck. It's okay, we'll manage. But 2 going on to 3 paychecks, that's a big hit. We can't afford that.
In New York, the Syracuse Regional Airport Authority set up a food drive for airport workers. The Federal Aviation Administration began cutting domestic flights at airports in major cities today. Officials say additional cuts are planned today. Live in the studio, Bryan Bromfield, WUFT News.
Here in Alachua County, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is investigating a deputy-involved shooting. The Alachua County Sheriff's Office says deputies went to 38-year-old Ali Baimon's residence to serve a felony warrant for terroristic threats. According to investigators, he didn't cooperate with deputies and he left his residence with a gun. Authorities say deputies shot and killed Baimon when he reached for his gun. The deputies involved with this are on paid administrative leave while the FDLE investigates.
In Marion County, the Sheriff's Office says it's investigating a homicide involving a reckless driver. According to MCSO, deputies went out to check on a report about a reckless driver around 6 p.m. Thursday. Investigators say while deputies were heading to the scene, they learned the driver was shot. He died after first responders took him to the hospital. The Sheriff's Office says the shooter is in custody.
Neighbors in Ocala can now apply for an affordable apartment at Mercy Village. City of Ocala officials say the units, which are currently being built, are for low-income individuals. To qualify, your income must be below $32,400 per year for one person, or under $37,020 for 2 people. City leaders say there are around 30 units available in the building. To apply, head to affordablehousing.com/Mercy Village.
It's the first Friday of the month, and that means the City of Ocala is hosting its first Friday Art Walk. It starts at 6 p.m. in downtown, followed by a free live concert featuring a New Orleans-based soul group. That starts at 7:30 p.m.
With Veterans Day right around the corner, the streets of Alachua County are shining green. The County of Alachua joined others across the nation for Operation Greenlight to honor those who served. For the 5th year in a row, county buildings and landmarks are changing their light bulbs to green from November 4th to Veterans Day. Director of Alachua County Veteran Services, Olajuwon White, says the goal is to honor and show support to over 17,000 veterans who call Alachua County home.
It really does highlight the importance of veterans and that they are part of our community and that they're great support. They boost our economy. They are teachers, they're supporters, they're volunteers. So it really highlights the services and the things that they bring to our communities.
This project also seeks to raise awareness for the resources available for veterans at the county, state, and federal levels. Alachua County officials encourage the community to join the movement and help shine a light on our veterans.
A Gainesville veteran received an unexpected gift just in time for Veterans Day. WFT's Crystal Felix spoke with the Special Forces Medical Staff Sergeant who received this heartwarming surprise.
Up the ladder and to the roof to prepare for the ultimate gift for a local veteran. He asked us to call him Mike S. His new roof is courtesy of Operational Healing Forces. The organization is dedicated to supporting service members after their return home.
Oh, that's the best part. If they start on the roof for Veterans Day, that's amazing. I can't think of a better gift.
Action Roofing partnered with OHF to find a qualified candidate. Mike signed up, never expecting to win. The water damage to his roof would have put him back $20,000. This gift takes that weight off his family. Mike's story is just one reason why Action Roofing Project Manager Lalo Castarillo continues to do the work.
When you put a smile on somebody's face like that, it means the world to somebody like me, you know what I mean?
OHF Project Manager Philip Fong is a retired veteran who served 21 years in the Navy. Fong understands the relief a gift like this is for the family.
So it's like I continue to give back to the community that gave me a whole bunch, so it feels great.
Mike hopes people will continue to share.
For all the people that donate, keep on doing it because you are making a difference. I think I'm one of those points of contact between charitable organizations and service members that need help. So thank you for the donations. It makes a big difference.
Because he says you never know when someone may be in need.
This is an ongoing project led by OHF. The company delivered gifts like this to 4,700 special operations and their families.
Stay tuned after the break because we have some record warmth and cold for you. Some frost and freeze on Tuesday and some wind chills in the 20s.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Taking a live look at I-10 in Columbia County. Skies are mostly clear and traffic is moving nicely. UF forecaster Kennedy Lerner is live in the weather studio. Kennedy, people shouldn't get too excited about this warmer weather because a big cool down is on the way.
Yes, you're so right. We're going to need to get prepared. However, right now it's pretty beautiful out. We see some clouds. We're sitting at a comfortable 81. Our dew point in 65, so it's not too humid out. Might feel some moisture, but really nothing bad. You're going to want to enjoy these warmer temperatures. Right now, we can see some low 80s, 81 in Gainesville, 81 in Ocala, 80 in Jacksonville. And our highs today only reaching 82. We can see 82 Gainesville, 83 in Ocala, 83 in Stark. This is on the higher side of our fall average, but we will be dipping into our lows. Lows temperatures today, 59 in Gainesville, 59 in Lake City. These are pretty average temperatures, like I said. We saw this in the past weeks, but going forward, different story. This weekend, we have some comfortable weather, great to be outside. We have some picnic weather, go outside, play, 84 in Saturday, 83 Sunday. However, we are sitting in front of a cold front, which will bring some showers on Sunday, some isolated showers, a bit muggy, but it will be warm, so just be prepared. However, a lot of these showers will be sitting south of us, so you can see this cold front coming in from this low pressure that we have in the northeast. This cold coming in, we're sitting in front, so in Gainesville we can see some isolated showers, but mostly more south of us is when these showers are going to intensify and see more of. But as this cold front comes, you know, these chilly weathers and winds are coming from the north. Some cold temperatures we can see, we're dipping all the way to the low 40s, 41 in Gainesville, 38 in Lake City, 37 in Live Oak. This is Monday at 7 a.m. You're going to want to grab your jacket, pack some extra layers on your way to work on Monday. Monday. And as the day continues, I would say it's going to warm up, but really not that much. 53 in Gainesville, 52 in Live Oak, 51 in Stark. These temperatures are staying low. And you're just going to want to pack your jacket, pack your extra layers going forth. 9 p.m., you're going to see 46 on Monday, 12 a.m., 42, and then 38 degrees, 3 a.m. This is good for a fire, picnic outside with some s'mores, you know. Just grab a jacket, pack your extra layers for the kids. It's going to be cold. And not to scare you guys, but we are going to reach the upper 20s, mid-20s, 20 in Lake City with these wind chills Tuesday morning as you have a break off from school. We're going to see in Gainesville, our low is 34 degrees. This is breaking our records. 35 was our record in 2001, but we're going to crash that, go to 34. Our high only 58. So we can see on average, we're way below our averages going forth. Another look at our 7-day forecast after the break, but you can see these cold weathers coming forward.
AI-generated content is everywhere, from deep fakes of celebrities to viral videos of animals doing adorable things. A new app from OpenAI called Zora allows users to generate hyper-realistic AI content. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez reports on why it's raising concerns and how people can spot AI-generated videos.
Over the last few months, Sora, a video generator app from ChatGPT's parent company OpenAI, has become more sophisticated by the day.
It's like if you're scrolling TikTok, but all of the videos you see are AI generated. Nothing you see in Sora is real.
Caitlin Shadrawi, a CNET AI reporter, says these videos are easy to make and just take minutes. The trouble is, once these videos are shared outside the Sora app, it can sometimes be difficult to tell the difference between videos that are real and those that are fake.
It is harder than ever to tell if an image or video is AI generated. And Sora is partially why, but I wouldn't give them all the blame. Google has a number of AI tools, and there's been a number of creative AI companies that have been working in this field a long time.
Adding to the confusion, there isn't a foolproof method to spot AI-generated content, but Shadrawi says there are things to watch for.
The first thing I always recommend people look at are watermarks. This might seem kind of obvious, but that's for good reason. For example, the Sora videos have a little cloud icon that bounces around the edge of the screen.
While watermarks are one of the most obvious tells, if you want to dig deeper, you could also look at the content's metadata by using the Content Authenticity Initiative's verification tool to check a video, image, or document's metadata.
The most honest and best piece of advice I can give people is to just stay vigilant.
In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Thanksgiving is less than 3 weeks away, and some retailers are offering Thanksgiving meal deals, including Walmart. The company says this year's meal deal basket will feed 10 people for under $40. That's actually cheaper than last year's basket, which fed 8 people and cost roughly around $55. It should be noted that the meal includes fewer products compared to last year. In addition, many of the products are from Walmart's Great Value store brand. Last year's basket included more name brands.
There are certain studies that coffee lovers definitely love, and this is one of them. Drinking several cups of caffeinated coffee or tea each day may protect against certain heart conditions. The findings are published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. This study adds to existing research hinting that daily coffee drinkers have better heart health than those non-coffee drinkers. That's only if they don't drink too much caffeine.
Coming up on WUFT Midday, Billy Gonzalez is taking the Gators to Kentucky for an SEC Road Showdown in Lexington.
Our sports team tells you about the Gators' plans to declaw the Wildcats tomorrow. We're back in just a minute.
I'm Brooke Bastedo with your Midday Sports Report. Last night, the national championship banner dropped just before the Gators dropped 104 points on UNF. The Gators rallied for their home opener with 5 Gators scoring in the double digits. The highlight for fans, however, was 7'9" center Olivier Roux making his college debut. Forward Alex Condon made up for Monday's performance by leading the team in scoring. Coach Todd Golden spoke about Condon's return to the O-Dome.
I mean, just an insane All-American level type night. So, he was disappointed. We were all disappointed with how Monday went, but I thought he answered the bell the right way tonight.
The the return to Gainesville last night. The Gators are back in the court, and we are back talking about Liv McGill. The sophomore guard had a career-high 38 points, including 18 from beyond the arc. She also broke the program record for points scored in a home game. Under the net, Miara O'Neal led the defense with a double-double of her own. Florida is back in the O-Dome on Monday against Jacksonville University. Tonight, the 4 Florida Gators will be basketball players, volleyball players, celebrate their senior night. Emerson Hoyle, Alexis Stuckey, Emily Kanan, and Amaya Thomas face the number 4 Longhorns as one of their last games in the orange and blue. Rounding out the home schedule, the Gators will take on Texas A&M on Wednesday. 2 days later, they travel to Ole Miss for their final regular season game. SEC tournament play will begin on November 21st. The Gators football team is on the road once again, this week without wide receiver Dallas Wilson, who suffered a season-ending foot injury against Georgia. In better news, wide receivers Vanell Brown and Aiden Mizell will return against the Wildcats. Interim head coach Billy Gonzalez will continue to lead the Gators in Lexington. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. For more on Florida football and a look at the FHSAA playoff bracket, join us tonight for First at 5. That's your Midday Sports. I'm Brooke Bastedo.
Now let's take a look at what's coming up on First at 5 on Channel 5. How a master's student at the University of Florida is coping without her SNAP benefits. Plus, residents are rebuilding 1 year after Hurricane Helene devastated their town, what local business owners are doing to survive, and high school football playoffs are here. Learn about what teams are facing off.
Ladies, my heart's skipping a beat because it's Friday. Kennedy, can you please tell us about the weather outside today?
Yes, and to be honest, it's feeling more like a Friday out here because our weekend forecast is looking wonderful. Great day to be outside, sitting at a high of 84 and 83 for the weekend, lows in the 65s. We might see some showers on Sunday because we're sitting in front of a cold front, but it shouldn't be too bad and more to the south of us. But grab your puffer jackets because it is going to be chilly Monday, Tuesday, the high only in the 60s and 58. Our lows dropping all the way down to 34, and we're gonna feel some wind chills as well that can bring us into the lower 20s.
Thanks for joining us for WUFT Midday. We're back here on Monday for another edition.
We will see you later today for First at 5 on Channel 5. Have a great afternoon.